guys, welcome back. It's officially my favorite time of year, autumn, so I threw up a little something special for you guys. Portfolios are at all-time highs, nearing $198,000. We're almost at 200K, so hopefully we can breach that barrier by next week. Alright, so this week I'm supposed to have already been at 215K if SoFi did not take a shit on my portfolio. Nevertheless, this is why we diversify. This is why I keep my stuff diversified. This video we have new positions, new strategies, and some more optimistic plays that I'll be making. So a whole bunch of new stuff. Stay tuned. Alright, first things first, we're just gonna go over what happened and my realized gains and losses for the week. Alright, so you know how I said SoFi, right? How it took a shit on my portfolio, but my biggest play or earnings of the week is SoFi, and that's mostly because of poor man's covered call. I managed to scratch back $2,000 from that. Most of these are from this call expiration. That's like 50% of it, but then sometimes I do swing SoFi a little bit, even though the downside has been brutal. Alright, another little lucky winner I had was my United Healthcare contracts. Walked out with $2,000 extra from that. Most of that was from, I think, Wednesday to Thursday or Friday. That little pop-up from 350 area to 360. Me in the Discord, we had that locked in. We were yelling, we were screaming for you guys to buy it. But if you're not in the Discord, then you wouldn't know. SOUN, another Discord play. My Discord partner was like, I'm all in on SOUN. He's all in. So then I'm like, if he's all in, I might as well get some calls and leaps too. So I followed a play. PLTR, I took the profits before the news or whatever came out. RR, another Discord play. XSP, I was running some game there. QQQ. Alright, so these are just regular gains for the week. I took profits when I could. Alright, some losses. I'll zoom to the losses. Alright, my biggest loss was freaking boneheaded me. I already made an apology video earlier, but boneheaded me was buying KView at the dip. It dipped even further, but I think I got out with only minimal losses, around 10% loss for 1.5K. So that was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Chipotle, it's actually very interesting. I'm back in the play after losing 1.4K. So I don't know what I'm doing with that. Somehow, I took air quote realized losses on Hood, but in reality, I'm just rolling it out further and further. Right now, I believe I have sell calls at around 145 for late October. CoreWeave, that was a short or a long went wrong. Let me see. That was a long went wrong. UnQ took that was a put went wrong. Rigetti put went wrong too. Quantum stocks are running hot, so I have some YOLO leaps on it. Oxy, don't know what happened with the Warren Buffett stuff. DLO, I'm trying to get out of DLO. I really didn't like the illiquid contracts. It was swinging up and down. It made my portfolio really murky. I didn't know what was happening because it would be up $2,000 in one day and it would be up down $2,000 the next day. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's just DLO being illiquid. Alright, some of these other plays, like 12 down $12 is just negligible at this point. I do have a mini YOLO going on at ABCL, but that's not the point. After everyone's hollering about freaking cryptocurrencies, I finally took a look and I took a small position. Well, I think it's like more like a medium-sized position now in BMNR. It's pretty much an Ethereum play. I guess Tom Lee and all that other people were saying Ethereum. Finally, Cave got some crypto plays. So my number one new position, so to speak, is BMNR. Some Bitmine immersion miners, something Ethereum, Bitcoin relationships and how the price moves. Got some of that. Let's see, new positions. JD, it's like a Chinese micro YOLO, not really that important. QuantumScape, solid state batteries. Let me tell you, as soon as Samsung or Apple caves in and give us solid state batteries, this stock is going to go through the roof. I think right now it's being used in cars and stuff, but it's like a small position for me. But as soon as one of the phone manufacturers uses a solid state battery, the other one has to follow. And when Apple finally gets solid state batteries, this stock is gonna blow up. No joke, this stock's gonna blow up. Beauty, I'm just there for the makeup. Healthcare, this stock is I think it's still discounted, so there's more room to run. So I'm keeping some of these further out plays here. Google has been lagging a little bit lately, but it's still Google. I trust Google. It's only been it's only down by like $10 from the high. It's just cooling off. I think it's gonna, right now it's consolidating. I think it's gonna run back up. Let me see what other plays. Palantir, I trimmed some of it, mostly because I do think 200 times or whatever they're trading at, it's a bit high. So I did trim, but thank God I trimmed before that massive 8% drop or whatever it was on Friday. That was nasty. That was a nasty drop. What I buy here, as you can see, is like sitting at this support level. It's not too bad of a buy, but I don't know, man. Any more of those hits like that, it could go wrong. Here's that Chipotle thing coming up again. I have it deep in 2026 for a rebound. Nvidia, that's a portfolio staple. It's the only stock that I'm fully all in on. It's backed by these two leaps, and then I have like 200 more shares. All right, so now here's some more of my speculative YOLO plays on eVTOL, vertical takeoff companies. I think air taxis are going to be the next big thing, maybe. Little up and down rich people air taxis. So I got a medium-sized YOLO going on here, roughly around, what is this, half of 10,000. So roughly around 2 to 3% of my portfolio is now in the JOBY. So JOBY is the most forward advanced company for FAA rights and approvals and stuff. I think there's also Archer and Red Cat who deals with segments of this sector. Very interesting sector. I do see it heating up within the next 2 to 5 years. So I have some leaps here. All right, this is a uranium play. I'm trying to diversify out of the purely AI sector a bit. As you can see with my other positions, uranium play, it's like a AI subsector play, I guess, to fuel the AI growth. So I got some of that. Hood, oh my god, this thing is a monster. This thing is just pure monster. You know what Hood is. This is on Robinhood. I'm guessing you guys are also trading on Robinhood. Monster stock. Oh, back up here again, we have Planet Labs or something like that. What they do is they chart out the airspace above each building and see where the air taxis can fly. Very interesting company. They're not really profitable yet, so I just kept like a micro YOLO. Down here I have some YOLO shots on Open and ABCL. I believe this company is going to be putting in work in late October, maybe mid-November or so. I think this company is going to start putting in work. I might increase my position here, but I'm trying to see if it can dip back down to around $5 and I can go back in. All right. I do have these protective, basically XSP is buy, so I have these protective SPY puts on to see what's going on, and I'm shorting RR. Realtek Robotics might be a bad move, but I don't think this move can be sustained. I'm just hoping, I'm not hoping for it to go back to like $4. I'm just hoping maybe it comes back and retraces back to like $5.50 maybe? If this thing goes to $5.50, I'm not really expecting much. I'm just expecting a small, not asking for much. This thing, the drag feature doesn't work. Come on. Alright, new setup, drag feature doesn't really work. But overall, that is my portfolio, or that's my portfolio update. That's my losses. What else did I promise you guys?